pretty cold and rainy outside, and I am contemplating beginning to take the sink out. You know, as I've talked about before, the drain goes out there, and there's a through hole, and the through hole is very inaccessible. And even more importantly, because I'm probably not going to end up doing anything about the inaccessibility of the through hole, but even more importantly, that drain gets clogged quite a bit. And so we're trying to get at it so that we can at least take everything apart and figure out what's causing the clog. But as I've shown before, I'll link to this video in the comments. But you know, I mean, there's like a 90-degree angle right there out that goes out of the drain, and so I think a lot of food stuff kind of gets clogged up in there. And so I think we can remove that 90-degree elbow and make a straighter run down from the drain. So I'm thinking about, you know, taking the sink out. Although, as you can see around me right now, this place is a mess. You know, stuff has just piled up over time, you know, work stuff, and I'm sleeping up front, so I've got things like clothes that I've never bothered to put in cabinets because I keep thinking that I'm only here temporarily, which I am, but it's still a couple weeks of temporary. You know, I've got the clothes out here so I can sleep in the V-berth up that way. So I need to really sort of think about how I'm gonna clean up this place, organize it a little bit more, so that I can both continue to do work on other projects and at the same time, you know, have enough room for the sink project, because I'm going to have to move the sink out and stuff. I also am waiting on this order that will allow me to finish up some of the hoses, and the hoses and the washdown pump will mean that I need to get access to the V-berth, and I need to clean that up and figure out how I'm going to do all of this. So I think I'm going to spend a little time here just sort of, like I said, organizing these things. We'll see how it goes. Alright, it's been about 2 hours, and I've organized quite a bit. I don't know how much you're going to be able to realize how much is organized here. I just needed to clear out the V-berth so that I could get access to underneath that where some hoses go and where we're putting in a new washdown pump. And like I was saying before, I also had to clear out an area over here in the galley. I'll show you that in a second, so that I could access the galley sink. So didn't do too much over in that corner. You know, obviously we still have the sails there and stuff like that. I did put away all my clothes finally, put them up in the V-berth in the normal drawers and cabinets that we leave them in. Sort of just straightened out the tools a little bit more, pulled tools that had been sort of left around the place, put them away a little bit more, organized all our everything we've taken off the boat, you know, mainly at this point in time, taken off the rigging into here. We have all those bags of things and pieces of rigging other than what's still over here in the beer box, and I got to go through that stuff that's in the beer box later today and check the condition of it and stuff like that. Cleared off you can actually see the nav station a little bit right now, which is nice. Put stuff there and maybe even sit there and do a little bit of work. Then coming over this way, took a couple bags of trash off, and then I actually moved in some of the food, you know, back in these galley lockers here. I have not really that organized, but put some stuff, and you know, sort of got at least the food over in one corner. You know, I mean, here, this is going to be easy enough to move if and when I need to when I'm working on the galley sink, but, you know, I can just put those back in on top of the refrigerator. We're letting it air out, and we want to continue to do that, but it won't matter if I do that for a couple days. And then, you know, relatively cleared off this area. I still got some towels, work towels in the sink, sort of dirty, grungy area to throw things. But, you know, I mean, this will allow me access to the galley sink now and underneath and all that, if, you know, if I do get to that job and pull the sink out. The big part of the work really was clearing out the V-berth. I moved all sorts of lines, life jackets, I don't know, sail covers, a whole bunch of crap that was in there, mainly into the shower in the head. And now the shower's just filled to the top. You know, you see people's boats like that all the time, using it for storage, and we try not to do that, but you know, at this point in time, we're not using the shower, so, you know, we just piled stuff in there. I also brought some things out to the car. Margaret is going to be making a stack pack for us But really, until then, until the summer when she's working on that, or at least maybe the fall after she takes the measurements this summer once the sail's up and stuff, until then we're going to be using our old sail cover, which is ripping, and so I'm going to bring that sail cover home so that Margaret can just restitch some of it. So I put that sail cover in the car, got a couple other things in the car. Not quite sure what I'm going to do right now. I might look at those fittings, or I might get started on the sink. I just went over and checked the mail when I was taking some of the trash over to the dumpster, and no packages yet, which is a little disappointing because got a lot of stuff that I need in there to finish some of these jobs. But you know, today's Friday, so UPS won't come tomorrow. One of the packages come in USPS. So at least I might be able to get that tomorrow. I'm going to look them up again because I really thought they were going to be on the truck today. That's what it looked like. But double check that. Maybe they'll come later this afternoon. So take it easy with these.